Hello everybody, Peter here. It's back for day 2 of my summer math project. Today I'm doing Wired Wednesdays, so I'm using this as an excuse to do a little bit of computer science stuff amidst all this other stuff. So first of all, I want to show you the site that I use to do a lot of my coding. This is repl.it, or repl.it as I like to call it, and this will give you a coding environment right in the browser. So you can do all of this coding work right there rather than having to create a script on your computer and run it there. This gives you everything right in the browser. It can run a bunch of different languages. I really like it. I have typically used it for C++ in the past, but I've also used it for Python, HTML, and some other languages. Unfortunately, it cannot do R. That's the one thing that I wish it could do that it can't. So today we're going to look at just printing out some basic text stuff in C++ and how you can use repl.it to quickly run these programs. So we have a basic program here. This is just hello world. If you look at the right side, all this program does is print out the line hello world, and then it stops. It's over. So I want to just focus in on the key part of the program. So this int main thing here, these curly brackets open into the program. We have this line of code that does the program, and then we have this closing bracket that ends it. So this is the whole program. And we're going to add a little bit to this to see how this text thing works out. So one thing we can do is add a line skip. Now we can do this. You'll notice we have std cout, and that is just saying it's I believe part of the OStream flow that's saying, okay, we're going to print out what comes next. And then we have these little chevrons, and then it says in quotes, hello world, which means print exactly what's in the quotes, hello world, and that's why that prints out. You can see if we add something over here, it's time to write some C++ code. That will actually print out immediately after the hello world. No spaces, no line skip, no nothing. So we want a way to actually skip that line. So what we can do is first end the line, and then print the next thing. So what we have to do in here is put standard endl, that'll end the line, and then we have another pair of chevrons, and we'll have this other text print out. Okay, so what we have so far is this is a line, this is a bit of text that we want to print, and then the computer's being told skip a line, and then we are seeing the second line. And sure enough, that's exactly how it works. So now we'd like to make this a bit fancier. We're going to add, so I'm actually going to write a new line of code. And what we're going to do is put in another end line. And then we'll ask our user what their name is. So what is your name? Now to do this, we actually need to collect, actually name is going to be a little complicated. So let's do would you like to continue y, yes, no. So the user is going to put in a y or an n. And what we're going to do here is something, so we're going to create a variable, which we can do just by saying char, that means character, and we'll just call it response. Okay, so what we're doing is we're creating a variable. If you've taken any algebra courses or something, you know that a variable takes on different values. And what we're now going to do is give the user the chance to fill that character. So we'll give std, instead of cin this time, we're going to do, instead of cout, we're going to do cin. You notice the chevrons point towards the variable, and we'll say response. So what this is going to do is give the user, I'm used to player language. This will give the user the chance to enter a response, and then we will take that response and use it. So we'll just output something simple for now. We can look at an if statement with this another time. You entered space, and we'll put this. And so now what we're going to do is actually print out that response variable. Now you'll notice we did not put that in quotes. So what this is going to do is take the actual value of response and print it right out. So we see hello world, it's time to write some C++ code. Would you like to continue? Yes, no. And you notice we have this line skip right before would you like to continue, just so that that also prints on a new line. So if I put in yes, Then it says you entered Y. And if we run the program again, it'll say, would you like to continue? Yes, no. I put in no. It says you entered N. So you can see this is a pretty simple program. It doesn't do a whole lot yet. We can build onto it next time. But what we see so far is that we can print out just text, plain old text. We can take in a variable, and then we can print out text that includes that variable as part of a string or a sentence. Okay, so that's all I'm going to cover for today. Join us next time on Wired Wednesdays for a little more C++. Okay, bye.